What is up, YouTube? This is Rick G. I am back with another video, and this is my 5 most recent pours. And yeah, a little bit of a learning experience, but I'm going to show you some video real quick, and then I'll be back to talk about these. Alright, so we are about to do the number 6 pour. Christian Johnson had won that on the stream where I was auctioning off my first 5, and then Roger S. donated so that I could put another ounce of silver with this ounce of silver, so we can melt it in that and then pour it into this for the number 6 pour. And so we are going to do that now. Of course, I'm going to chop it up, and then I'll bring you back in. I do have my tripod. Hopefully I can get it set up the right way so that you can see a little bit of this. Alright, so this is pour number 6. As you see, I got 4 pieces of these rounds in here. That's going to be pour number 6 right there. And I'm going to do this on camera, so we're going to find out. Okay, we're focused now. I'll probably fast forward through most of this. That thing did not want to come out of there. That thing is deep, deep, deep. That thing's been used way too many times. Alright, so this one is number 6 right here. And when it came out, we got this nipple right there, so I'll have to probably get that off. I did buy a Dremel, and you'll see more information about that in a video, just so you can see what I got going on. But I went ahead and bought a Dremel, so I'll get that piece off right there. Hopefully I'm able to do that, or maybe I'll stamp around it, I don't know. But this is number 6, and it is how it got poured. The first 5 didn't have issue coming out of that board like that. For whatever reason, this one really dug deep into it. That was only the second time I had used that hole, but it went deep. It got deep down in there. And the first 5, I didn't have an issue dumping it. They came straight out, and then that happened to me. So, but this is number 6. Thank you, Christian Johnson, for being in the stream, for winning this. Thank you for Roger S. for donating an extra ounce for him to have. And look at them ripples right there on the bottom. But yeah, that is what we have. And then I'm going to get some more pours going right now. So I'll buff this up. Now that I got a Dremel, I'll put some buffing on it. I'll buff it, get that big chunk of nastiness off of it, and it'll be sent out to you. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so here is my recent purchase. You know, I want to get serious about some of this pouring stuff, and you can't pour silver unless you can, one, create some molds, and that's what I plan on doing with this, and you got to be able to buff and polish the pours. So I recently picked this up. Thank you all so much for obviously the donations and the purchases of the silver pours. So we're going to get this thing out and put this thing to work. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take this drywall. I got some 5/8 right there. I'm going to also do some molds out of that. But I got this bit right there. I have this one as well, a smooth one. And I've got this thick piece. I'm going to make a pretty big one, pretty big pour right here. But I'm going to take, I took a box knife and basically cut all of this out. And now I'm going to smooth all of this out, the edges and then the bottom with these two bits. Make a mold, pour in it. I'll bring you back in at some point. Alright, so this is what I have now. I do got a little swirls down in the bottom because I want to see if it'll pick up that light bit of swirl down in the bottom. A little bit of a learning thing here. It definitely kind of got a little bit bigger than I had planned, so we'll see what can go in there. I have about 2.5 ounces that I'm about to pour into this, so I'm doubting it's going to be as deep as that, obviously, but we'll see how it all turns out. Yeah, kind of excited about this one. Hopefully this works because I have another plan after this, or at some point I'll have another plan. So this is what we have with the drywall pour right here, and as you can see, it started to eat through it on the edges, so I got a lot of burrs on the edge. That was the top right there. So we're gonna see what it looks like, oops, after we get it polished up. I don't know if I should buff all of this stuff off. I have to figure that part out. But this is all learning experience, so we're going to find out what we're going to do with this, and I'll be back. Alright, so you've seen the video. I had issues with the first one. This was for Christian Johnson, and this thing, come on camera, really dug into that wood and did not want to let it go. So I had some issues with it, and it was only the second time that I had used that hole, but I don't know, for whatever reason it really dug inside of it. What I did decide though was to leave the metal on there. I decided to leave the metal. I had to put my initials over here on this side, and then the weight right here, it ended up being 1.96 ounces, and it is the number 6 pour. It turned out pretty good. It's really deep. It's almost it's similar to the number 1 actually, with the big deep veins on it. So yeah, so Christian Johnson, this thing will be headed your way very soon. The light is killing me right now. Let me get into the next one. Alright, so this one is the number 7. And as you've seen, this one came out a lot easier, come out of the wood that is. It's got some nice little veins on it. This thing is super thick, and it ended up being, this is number 7, and it's 2.47 ounces. As you see, I still got to get a little bit better on lining up my letters, but yeah, in the end, I really like these round ones. It's a little bit bigger than a quarter, like my number 3 was. But yeah, 2.47 ounces thick, probably about as thick as 6 quarters tall, and a little bit rounder than the regular quarter. Alright, so this is number 8. And this was my drywall pour. You've seen that happen. And there was a lot of burrs on the side, and I was thinking go ahead and cut all of those off. But I'm not sure exactly how to cut them all off without really scuffing it up or just cutting into it to where it looks like it's been cut. So I decided to just go ahead and leave the spikes on it, and I kind of feel like it gives it its own character. So that is what it's going to be. It's all along the sides. It did come over a little bit onto the back here, but really nice. It did pick up some of the ripples that are inside of the pour. I just wanted to see if that would work, and it did pick up some of that. So that's pretty cool. I got a couple ideas with this, but I don't know how to get past this or if people are okay with that. Of course, if you got any opinion about the burrs on the side, let me know. I did go ahead and buff all of these up. I have not polished them with any type of silver polish. But this one, biggest one yet, 2.93 ounces. It is number 8. Really nice size. So I'm happy with that pour. It feels really good in my hand. It's a really nice pour. Alright, so these last two are from the graphite mold that I had. And as you know, there was only 3 spots on the graphite mold initially, and neither one of them are for bars, that is. And none of them would hold even 1 ounce. So I took the new Dremel I bought and dug out and connected the 2 bars and created 1 bar right here. It worked out pretty well. I was pretty surprised, and I took it. So I melted this stuff down. As you can see, it went over the mold right there, and it's got a bit of a muffin top. It's definitely looking like a loaf right there. You can see a few little lines in the edge, if I can get it to show, like right there where I kind of dug into the side a little bit. It's on each one of the sides. I missed this corner just a bit right there. But in the end, I was surprised. It ended up working out pretty well. And the first one was 2.49 ounces. That's number 9. And then number 10, the last one I did yesterday, in the graphite mold. Focus for me. Maybe. There you go. So that was the top. I put a little bit less in this one. It didn't roll over as bad. It did get a little bit. Come on. There you go, light. And this one ended up being 1.53 ounces right there. So number 10, I have 3 more to do before I start something else or figure something else out. I do have to get to number 13 because backyard scrapping gets number 13. So I have 3 more to do before I can get to that one, and that's where we are. So I just wanted to share that with you. Of course, I'll be selling these at some point. What do you think I should do? Sell them or auction them off? Of course, I always want to know everybody's opinion because that matters to me. So until next time, good luck to you. I hope you profit on all your searches. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Look at this honker right there. That thing is heavy. That's a nice one. Biggest one I've ever done yet. So until next time, good luck.